When it comes to landscape, South Korea's is varied and very interesting. From volcanic regions to pristine coast and dramatic mountain ranges, your eye is always stimulated, and one of the places I enjoy immensely is the Mt Jirisan Mountains. This range is the largest on the South Korean mainland. Our starting point is Namwon, a city on the edge of the Jirisan National Park, which will lead us to the Bae-Sagol Valley. 9 kilometres of picturesque scenery through one of Korea's grandest valleys. High up on top of the mountain, which has many peaks, you'll find a spot with 2 huge pine trees overlooking a beautiful old village. Now, these 2 pines have enormous significance. For a start, they're said to be over 1,000 years old, and the villagers, they revere them because they think that they are basically sleeping dragons. And you can see the bark is like the scale of the dragons. Once a year, the beginning of the lunar calendar, they celebrate their existence, and of course, they thank them for looking over and protecting the village. These trees are absolutely beautiful, and it's well worth the climb to check them out. Mt Jirisan is enormous, with multiple peaks. It rises just under 2,000 metres above sea level, and it's in the top 10 places to visit in Korea for a spectacular view. In fact, it's able to claim 10 of Korea's most spectacular vistas, so set aside a couple of days at least in your itinerary. Well, I didn't know what to expect when I got here, and certainly hiking through the mountains has been fantastic. I've done it all over the world. I've got to tell you, this is one of those special experiences. If you're into hiking, if you're into the outdoors, this is a magnificent place to come. And if you're worried about the degree of difficulty, well, as I've been going along, there's been a heap of people in their 60s, their 70s, even a lady in her 80s who've stopped to chat. They're enjoying it, they're fit, they're healthy, they're breathing in this amazing, crisp, clean mountain air. You know what? I reckon this is what it's all about. The mountain is also home to 7 major Buddhist temples, with the Hwaeumsa being the largest and best known. Yes, Korea has a rich Buddhist culture, and its temples are quite unique compared to those of the Japanese and Chinese temples that you may have seen before. It's hard to believe that 1,500 years ago somebody had the foresight and vision to build a spectacular structure like this behind us, but they did. And it was all because Buddhism had become the major religion here in Korea. Now, that pavilion is so authentic. You see, it doesn't have any decoration on it. But as this site developed and they built more and more pavilions, this very unique Korean artistry and decoration to the pavilions started to come through. And so you get to see a whole movement of the development of Buddhism here in Korea through time. Looking at things that are really significant, take a look at this structure here. This is a pagoda. Now, this pagoda was built around the 7th to 8th century. And when it was built, there were some relics that were introduced here from India, sent over, which was the home of Buddhism, and placed into the base. Now, in 1995, they opened this up after 1,200 years, and the 47 original relics were still sitting in there, including one that they suspect may have the ashes of Buddha, which was spread all over the world after his death to very significant monasteries like this one. This area also plays a very important part in modern Korean history as well. You see, in 1953, the truce was reached between the North and the South, but the North Army still had pockets of people up in these mountains, and it took another couple of years, 1955, before they were actually taken out of the hills and this area finally found peace again. So it's a really fascinating history to come and experience. This is a beautiful region, pretty much off the beaten track. It attracts 280,000 visitors a year, which in Korean tourism terms is low. So it's a comfortable place to visit. The best times being summer and also autumn, when the deciduous trees are at their most spectacular.